So you know a little bit about the stock market and you just recently found out about Forex. You're not sure which route to take and which one you should be getting into. And obviously with the rate that the world is going in today, more and more people are looking for more ways to make money. So today I'm going to be breaking down some of the things that I looked at when I made the decision to start trading Forex as a broke college student a few years back. And hopefully this information makes sense. And these are some of the key things that stuck out to me and may stick out to you as well. So let's roll the intro and let's get it.
Just see those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting-a-ting-a-ling. I'm on this lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Snow is falling and friends are calling.
What's up? What's going on, guys? It is your boy Rico, aka RockStarr or RockStarrFX here, back with another video. And as you already know, today we're going to be talking about the difference in stocks and Forex and why it was that I personally chose the Forex market over the stock market. So obviously, yes, this video is just a little bit biased, but I'm also going to be giving you my insight of what I know about the two. So hopefully, based on that and some of the other information that you have, you can make a decision of whether or not you want to invest into stocks or learn how to actually trade Forex. Now, if you've been following me on this channel for a while, you kind of already know my story. You know that when I first got into trading, I was broke. I was a college student at the time, and I was just looking for ways to make a little bit of extra money. It wasn't necessarily a long-term thing that I was looking for. And like most people, I had already known about the stock market. Now, I didn't know how to trade it. I didn't know how to invest it. I wasn't sure how to make money in it, but I knew it was a way to potentially be able to put or begin putting your money to work for you to build something over time. I took a few stock courses, and by the end of those courses, I came out. I was still crazy confused. I didn't know what in the world I was doing, but I did understand one thing. And the first thing was that I needed a lot of money to trade stocks, a couple $1,000s to be exact. Which brings me to my very first point, which is the entry price, right? The point of entry of trading stocks versus trading Forex. As most of y'all may or may not know, the trading the stock market, it is very common that you are required to kind of have a couple $1,000s in your account to really get in and to make some significant gains in the stock market. Where on the flip side, with the Forex market, it's actually a lot simpler. There are brokers that actually accept what? $25 to $50 minimum deposits. Now, I'm not saying that you also just come in and deposit $50 into your account, but the option of knowing that that is actually there, well, that was one of the first reasons why I looked into Forex, because at the time I didn't have a lot of money to invest. I was looking for ways to make money. So if you are someone like me and you're watching this video right now and you want to start getting into trading and you're not sure, well, first things first, how much money do you actually have? Now, aside from the money issue, there was one big problem that I had when it came to learning or even trading stocks in general, and that was that I eventually found that a lot of stock trading has to do with more of a fundamental analysis. It was very big on knowing company financials, the CEOs, what's happening in the company, watching the news and stuff like that. And I've never really been like, number one, I hate math. Right? I hate numbers. I hate doing stuff like that. I've never really been one to watch the news. So just like trying to get into all of that stuff, waking up early to watch the news, it was just a big turnoff for me. When I started to look into Forex and when I got introduced to it, I learned a style of trading called technical trading or technical analysis, which is more or less identifying patterns, identifying moves in the markets, and just understanding the markets in general and how it moves up and down, the different patterns that you can find, so on and so forth, to be able to predict what's going to happen next into the market. This was way more appealing to me because it kind of allowed me to be able to develop a schedule of my own of when I wanted to get on versus versus just getting on because the markets are just opening and that's when it's most volatile. That's when all the news is coming out. That's when people are waking up, so on and so forth. It allowed me to get on, and no matter what session I got on or time of day, I was able to look at and identify specific patterns in the market and be able to place my trades. Now, if we're talking about time of day, that's my very next point. The times that the markets are open are actually very important. If you guys know the stock market, you know typically stock hours or the times to trade stock, like 9:30 a.m. for example, Eastern Standard Time, all the way to like 5 p.m. These times are typically the times that most people are at work. And yes, at the time I did have a job. So it was very hard for me to be able to try and actually look at the markets, watch the news, analyze, do all this crazy stuff while also trying to get ready for work and heading out on my way to work. It wasn't something that worked for my schedule. Now, if you are the type of person that maybe you don't work, or maybe you have that free time in the morning, then hey, that might work for you. Me personally, I love the fact that the Forex market is open 24 hours a day, pretty much 5.5 to 6 days a week. So the only time that the Forex market is closed for the full day is on Saturday. It closes Friday afternoon at 5 p.m. and it opens up Sunday afternoon at 5 p.m. So it's open about 6 days a week. However you want to look at 5.5 days, 6 days, whatever the case may be. It's open way more than the stock market. So as I was getting off of work, I used to trade a lot of what's called the Tokyo session, which is more towards the evening, going into a little bit past midnight Eastern Standard Time. And this was a session that worked great for me. I got off of work, I was able to change my clothes, take a shower, maybe eat some food, and then sit down on the charts and do some analysis all the way up until it was time for me to go to bed. This worked perfectly with my schedule, and a lot of you here, it'll probably work with your schedule as well. Now, even if Tokyo session doesn't work for you, there are other sessions that you can actually get on, like London session, or even New York session. Certain times of New York session where you can get on and still be profitable in the Forex market, especially if you are a technical trader and you have your key setups and key confirmations that you look for in the market. It's just a lot easier. So far we went over number one, the entry, right? The initial cost to be able to trade in stocks and Forex and what I believe is better. And then we also went over the times of days that you even have access to these two markets. Now, another very important factor to take into consideration is what is it that you're looking to do? You see, most people that are familiar with the stock market are looking more for long-term gains, long-term investments, whereas the majority of the people that get into Forex are looking to supplement an income or even go all in and do it full-time as like a career, being a full-time trader. A good example of this would be my dad, for example. My dad has been working pretty much his entire life. He has no real want to quit his job right now because he's so close to retirement, right? But he actually loves the stock market. He loves the fact that he can take some of his money that he already has saved up or whatever the case may be, putting into stocks. Like he watches all of that, he reads the papers, and like he likes that stuff. And he shows me like his long-term portfolio gains and what he was able to do for the year and so on and so forth. And he shows me how it works and everything like that. Me personally though, I don't work. I haven't worked for a few years now because I learned how to trade Forex, and Forex is literally something where I can make withdrawals daily, weekly, or monthly if I want. It's more of a faster pace, and it isn't really seen as something, as like a portfolio builder, if that makes sense. So the big question is what is it that you're looking to get from it? Are you looking more to build a portfolio, or are you looking more to supplement income? If it's to supplement income, then Forex is the way to go. If you are fine with what you're doing and maybe you're just looking to put some money to work or make some extra income, right, on the side, then building a long-term stock portfolio might be the way to go for you. Now, last but not least, what we're going to talk about in the difference between the two, stocks versus Forex. And this was probably should have been the first thing that I spoke about, but it wasn't. It's what is it that we're trading in each market? What is it that we're even investing in each market? As you guys know, the stock market is based on stocks. It's company value. You're buying or selling off the value of a specific company. Most people trade stocks in the form of long-term investing, as we just mentioned, and in this case, it's more for buying and holding for long term. So you're buying the value of a stock in hopes that that stock value will go up within a long period of time. When we're trading Forex, it is simply an in and out conversion. It is being able to exchange the rate of a specific currency for another currency. So it's currencies that we're trading, right? It's the value of a currency, but unlike stocks where it's only one stock that we're looking to either buy or sell, with Forex, we're exchanging the value of two currencies back and forth. Example, we have the US dollar and the Japanese yen. If I believe that the Japanese yen is getting weaker and the US dollar is getting stronger, I'm going to place a buy on USD JPY, saying that I'm going to buy more US dollars in exchange for the Japanese yen. So essentially it is an exchange. Now, this video was supposed to be intended as more of a basic introduction to the differences between the two. So no, we're not going to get into all of the advanced kind of things like leverage, volatility and stuff like that, or brokers and spread and margin. I don't think that's really necessary in making the decision of what it is that you should, what it is that you're looking to get into. I think it really just comes down to understanding those key points that we just went over and making the decision of whether or not you're looking to do this long term, right, as a builder, portfolio builder kind of thing, or if you're looking to supplement some income. So hopefully this entire video made sense to everybody here. We got some of the key points down. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you give it a thumbs up, share it out if you want, and if you haven't done so already, make sure you slap that subscribe button, because we're definitely going to be pumping out some more content coming into 2021. We're going to be absolutely crushing the year and creating some full-time traders here on this channel. So let's run it up, guys. As always, this is your boy Rico, aka RockStarr. I'm out. Peace.
Feel just like a rock star.